Hey friends, I am happy to be with you today. It is really hard to believe that we are in the 7th month of Read Through the Word, and we have this little bit of a pause between all the prophecy and what feels like the gnashing of teeth that's coming towards Israel and Judah and Assyria and all the towns around and the neighboring nations around. And it's just sometimes we just need a pause from that and from that kind of language, even in our daily lives, don't we? I mean, it feels like every time you turn on the radio or turn on the news, the television, or even innocently trying to catch up on your social media friends, and it's constant right now. So even in our everyday life, it is just a beautiful thing to just pause and have something different to look at. So that's where we find ourselves, finishing up with Proverbs and then finding ourselves in Psalms. And I could not get past Psalm 91 verse 1. I love that entire psalm. In fact, was this the one that I put? Yeah, this is the one I put a song from. Shane and Shane is a group from the early 2000s, I believe, but they've recorded some music since then, and they have several songs that are written with the words of the Psalms. Songs written with the words of the Psalms. Are basically just psalms set to music. So if you like the one I've posted today, look up Shane and Shane Psalms and just put your psalm number in there and see if you can, or just type them in and put Psalms and it'll pull up. Anyways, I just wanted to just focus on one verse 1. The benefits are untold for the one who finds shelter in the Most High, that rests in the shadow of the Almighty. I included the Amplified Version because it uses the language a little bit more closely translated to the original language, and it uses the words secret place, and it doesn't say live, it says dwells, which is the same picture there. In the secret place of the Most High, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall remain stable and fixed. I love those two words. If you have an opportunity to and have some time to pause the video and write that version down, that Amplified Version, and highlight, underline, circle, whatever the words remain stable. Actually, just do the whole thing. Remain stable and fixed. In a world that gets rocked when the sun comes up, really, we have no idea what the world will be like when we wake up every morning. And so in a world that is so uncertain right now, the fact that we can, as children of God, remain stable and fixed is huge. And it is a secret worth sharing. You know, I've never was, let's say, I've become a better, but for many years, you could not trust me with a secret. You couldn't. Now, I grew to a point where you could trust me not to tell the person, but you couldn't trust me not to tell people. Yeah, I just loved knowing stuff. My parents had me late in life, so I spent a lot of times with adults and I knew stuff. And I liked knowing stuff, and I liked being the one in the know, so that when people wanted to know stuff, they come to talk to me in the know because I knew. But I remember it was either for Father's Day or for my daddy's birthday, and I can't remember which it was, but it was for an occasion that we bought my daddy a radio to go on his desk. And he, I don't know whether he knew about it or not. I really don't. But my brother and I, my mother just said, now don't tell your daddy what we're getting him. It's a surprise. And I remember not being told really until like the last minute, because it was the day of whatever occasion it was. And I remember it had to have been his birthday, because he pulled up in his truck. I was watching for him to pull up. And I ran out to the truck to greet him. Daddy, 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 just guess what we got you for your birthday? A radio. I just blurted it out. Now, I don't remember what happened after that. I don't remember if he walked in and said, well, where's my radio? Or if mother ever knew. I really don't remember that part of the story. I wish I did. Chances are I ran and hid. But there are some secrets that we must keep to ourselves. This is not one of them. This is a secret we need to tell the world, because the world is upside down. We're in a terminal situation. And we need to share the good news of fixed and stable. Remain fixed and stable. It's the secret that we want to tell, because in the secret place isn't somewhere you visit. Did you notice the psalmist said it is somewhere that you live? You don't go there just to catch your breath and then you run back into the fire, into the fierce storm. It's the place that you dwell. That's the only way to remain stable and fixed, is to remain there. So this secret place isn't somewhere where you visit. It is a place where you dwell. And I put a beautiful quote after each of these. Actually, we have a quote from some of my favorite commentators, and I won't read all the quotes there, but I did like the way Charles Spurgeon said, but they do not habitually reside in the mysterious presence. There's a lot of people who visit there, but they don't habitually reside in the mysterious presence. I love that. In the secret place isn't a place where we wrestle. It is where we rest. It is where we rest and catch our breath. We're not immune to physical plague and pestilence, but we are guarded from the destruction of the spiritual forces. There's a spiritual battle going on. We've read Ephesians 6. If you haven't, I encourage you to read it. We are protected from that when we rest. We don't have to go in there and wrestle with God. We can just go in there and go, okay, let me just sit down here, because all that's going around me, all this spinning, all this stuff, is not affecting me. And then I included the Living Bible's translation, our version of Matthew 11:28. I hope you enjoy that. You're welcome. It is a place, it isn't a place that we fear. It is somewhere we trust, because we trust in someone. We do not have to be afraid of man's snare, of it trapping us, because we're safe in the Lord in the secret place because we've chosen to live there, to hang out. That is our place. So tell the secret. First, let me back up. It is not believable if you aren't living it yourself. So first, I want to encourage you to examine things in your life and make sure that you're living there. Make sure this is your dwelling place, in the shelter of the Most High, in the shadow of the Almighty. Make it habitual to you, that mysterious presence of God. That's your habitual place. That's your dwelling place. And honestly, you won't even have to tell the secret. You won't have to go out and go, hey, I've got a secret. Guess what it is? People will notice. They will notice. And they're going to go, how are you staying calm in all this? Oh, I can remain stable and fixed because I'm in the secret place of the Most High, the shelter of the Almighty. Let me tell you about it. And it will be that easy. It will just be a common conversation that you have. Tell the secret, but first make sure you're living the secret yourself. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.